It happens. Nothing else, just that. When you back up, it's not as bad, but still, we want to fix it. So tomorrow's the day. It's not the best route, but for what it's worth, I think it'll be fine. You know, what I would want to do realistically is, you know, get the tire dismounted, get the wheel dismounted, you know, let them have it for a day or two, and really just get this back to, you know, how it looked when I first got it. But like I said, you know, on a budget, you know, these are only $800 rotiforms, so I feel like this flat black on a satin black, you know, should look fine. But what I'm going to do first is use this 400 grit sandpaper to get out the red paint from the curb and the gouges. I got about a foot of red paint and curb rash, so what we're going to do is smooth it out and get all the red paint off with this 400 grit and smooth it out visually and physically to the touch with this 1000 grit sandpaper. And then after that, after it's dry and clean, I'm gonna wipe it with some alcohol, get the surface prepped, and then apply this and let it sit for a couple hours. That one's really deep. It's honestly starting to look worse, but you gotta smooth it out. I don't want to just paint over all this roughness right here. I want to smooth it out. And I'm pretty much crying on the inside right now, but it is physically getting smoother. It actually is. It looks terrible. It looks worse than it did before, but once that paint is on there, it should blend in pretty well. It hurts, but it is smoothing out. But these are pretty deep. These ones right here, they're pretty deep. So I think that physically I still might be able to feel this roughness no matter how much I sand, because I don't want to, you know, mess up the shape of the lip too much more. Probably stop here, grab the 1000 grit sandpaper, and finish it off. So we're still gonna have those gouges, but at least any other surface that isn't as deep will be smooth. This is probably as good as it's gonna get for an at-home repair with such deep gouges. I'm okay with it. Yeah, I mean, it's not okay. I'm crying on the inside, but at least it will look better once the paint's on there. As everyone on YouTube specifically instructs, you have to wash the car first, then you clay it, and then you wax it. But I have no desire to pull this power washer out because the cords and the hoses always get tangled up, and I'm not trying to deal with that today. So I am just gonna use the old school 2-bucket method with this Ultra Shine wash and wax. All right, so the car's clean. We're going to clay bar it after we do this. That way it's drying in the meantime. We're gonna see how good this flat black matches up with this satin black wheel. So with the soap I used, it has wax in it, so I wanna make sure I get some rubbing alcohol, a paper towel, to wipe off the area that I'm gonna be painting, because I don't wanna be painting over any wax or tire shine or anything like that. I can't lie, that's pretty terrible. But from a distance, you do not notice, and I'm happy with that. Clay barred the car for the very first time, and holy shit, it's soft as fuck. It's like glass.